All right, former Green Bay Packer president Andrew Brandt isn't buying any of the leaks based on the new process that the NFL has, where they have an independent disciplinary officer, Judge Sue Robinson, hearing this case. Here is Andrew Brandt, former NFL executive, on the Ross Tucker podcast.
The judge is a former real judge, Judge Sue Robinson of Delaware. I don't think we can speculate unless someone's into her. Someone is really talking to her. And I doubt that she's leaking anything. Seriously doubt. So what we're hearing is spin from either side. I mean, the only spin I think from the league side is that they want a year of suspension or more. The spin from the other side is like, hey, maybe it didn't go so well for the league, or maybe it'll be 2 to 8 games, or maybe it won't even be a suspension at all, or they'll go to court, and good luck with that, because the Tom Brady precedent really strengthened the league in terms of deference to the league process over coming to court. So that's not going to work, in my opinion.
And with that, let's welcome in Jeff Risdon, BrownsWire.com, and that Tom Brady references to Deflategate, where the court basically found that the league has the ability to hand out justice the way they see fit, in a nutshell.
That's basically what happened, and then the union went back and said, hey, we don't like this, and that's why the CBA has an independent arbitrator. Sue L. Robinson is hearing it in this case. That's what they wanted. Look, I think that the smartest thing we heard there is from Andrew Brandt when he said that he doesn't expect there to be leaks from Robinson's standpoint, and I agree with that. What motivation is there for her to leak any of the information out? I think we're seeing a lot of smart people who are doing a lot of educated guessing at it. And hey, I've done it. You've done it. A lot of the folks who've been on this show have done it. But we don't really know. And I think that's kind of where we're at. And we just want resolution for it. And the longer that it drags on, the more that we speculate about it, the more, in a way, it almost feels anticlimactic. If it can be that, when you're talking about a guy who's either going to get suspended indefinitely or possibly for just 2 games. And again, we don't know, and I don't think anybody really knows. I do think that Robinson has made her decision already, and I think that she's sort of meeting out the time for when's the best time for that. Is it going to be a Friday news dump? Is it going to be something that leads the NFL news for a couple of days? So how does the NFL want it framed? How does the union want it framed? I think she's going to let both parties know what it's going to be before it gets released. But again, that's when the leaks come out, and that's when we won't hear that. That's when the fur will fly, and we hear the actual things. But like Brandt said, the NFLPA is in a tough spot here, and Patrick alluded to it too. They have to defend a man who is presumed guilty if he's found and suspended. That's a tough thing to do because there are going to be some players that are bothered by the fact that he is suspended for this. There are others who are going to be, and there are a lot of fans out there I hear from daily, you guys do too, who are going to be upset that there wasn't enough to find him guilty or even charge him in a criminal court. How can you possibly suspend him indefinitely for that? That I don't know where you go with that.
Yeah. I mean, the bottom line is there's going to be a faction of the fan base not happy, regardless of, it doesn't matter what it is. Somebody's going to be upset and very